This conference will now be recorded.
Now, so far what we did, we have taken one company code as Dell India. We assumed some transactions. We posted one financial entries from this list. Which list? Here it is. Right? We posted these transactions and then we did financial calculations from your PNL and from your balance sheet. Now we know what was our profit considering these transactions. We know what is our profit, and the profit in your local currency INR, group currency dollar. Similarly, your balance sheet asset in local currency INR, your liabilities in your local currency INR plus dollar. Today, let us do a quick configuration of one company code and post these entries. Okay. Now, I'll be doing this configuration once again in detail, but for now, we will be doing at fast pace. Without explaining why we are doing all this, I'll just create the configuration. The intention is to show these financial figures, whatever we calculated on the Excel sheet from the SAP system. So I'll write this as baseline FICO configuration. Okay, so company name that I'm going to create is DE01. I'll create, and I'll take the company name as Dell India Limited. This is the company code. This is the Dell India Limited, and I'm going to consider Indian Companies Act with April to March, IFRS with Jan to December. Okay, local currency will be INR, group currency will be dollar, and I'll be creating two profit centers. One will be laptops and the other one will be desktops. And I'll be creating two cost centers. I'll say admin laptops or admin desktops, and I'll have controlling and all. I'm going to create common. We will do this configuration on the S4HANA system 1909 version. So first I'll create a company code OX02. I'll add a new entry. I thought DE01 is my company code. I'll take Dell India Limited. City I'll say Hyderabad. Country is India. Currency I'll take INR. Language I'll take English.
Sir, could you please increase the screen font?
Cannot see it? Or I think you'll have to increase the zoom on your GoToMeeting. DE01 is already there, so I'll be creating with DE02. This is also available. I'll take DE00. I'll change on Excel sheet also as DE00. Save it. I'll just fill this as company Dell India Limited. Fill up India. I'm not going to fill this. Okay, so we'll be creating this once again. At that time we will do detailed configuration. Company code is created. Next I'll be creating I have not created company, so I'm not assigning my company code to company. Chart of account I'm going to create OB13. New entries. I'll create same as my company code DE00. I'll put DE00 chart of account. I'll take English language. Length I'm taking 8 digits. Save it. After chart of account, let me assign this chart of account to the company code. Position DE00. Operating chart of account is what we have created. Assign operating chart of account. Next one, account groups OBD4. I'll add new entries. I am going to create only 4 account groups because this is only for the testing purpose. I'll put D assets, liabilities, incomes, expenses. I'll take one series, so 1 followed by 7 zeros, 1 followed by 7 nines, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I'll copy paste here. This is 4 series, this is 3 series, this will be 2 series. Similarly, 2 series, 3 series and 4 series. Save this. Next one, retained earnings account OB53, chart of account DE00. PNL statement is always X. This is SAP standard. I'll take one account from my liability side. I am going to take 2000. Save it. Next, we have to create fiscal year variant. I'm not going to create a fiscal year variant. What I will do, I will use the standard fiscal year variants. We need 2 fiscal year variants, one for Jan to December, one for April to March. These 2 are SAP predefined. So this we will be using, okay, K5 we will be using for April to March Indian Companies Act, and you will be using one more thing in V series. V3, no. Okay, if I use this
K4. V3 and K4.
somebody deleted K4. K4 is not there. They put calendar here. Okay, fine. V3 and K4 is here. So we'll be using these 2. Now I am going to assign the standard fiscal year variant to the company code OB37. DE00. K4 is what I am assigning, which is calendar year. Save. Next one, I'll be creating two posting period variants. One I'll create DE00. The second one I'll create as DENL. I'll say DE00 posting period variant 0L leading ledger. Similarly, DE00 posting period variant non-leading ledger. So I can also put IFRS and then ICA. The one for Indian Companies Act, one for IFRS. Save this and then assign IFRS related to your company code. DE00 and DE00. Save it. Next one, open and close of your posting periods. Posting period variant, I'm not going to maintain specific, I'll go to maintain all. I need ADKMS, so I'll copy plus ADKMS and I'll copy one more time. Because we have two variants, you need to maintain two posting period variants. I need one more set plus ADKMS. Copy this. So first set I'll be making it as DE00 and second set I'll make it as DENL. I'll remove all the periods. Okay, so for DE00 we are going to use it for leading ledger Jan to December. All the entries that I am going to record now are in the current month April. According to leading ledger Jan to December, April falls under period number 4. I'll keep only April opened here. April 2023 to April 2023. Now I'll copy this. I'll paste here, here. And this one is your non-leading ledger. According to non-leading ledger, April falls under period number 1. So I'll put period 1 2023 to period 1 2023. I will copy this one. Sorry. Copy, I'll paste it here. So both posting period variants we've created. We have kept January open according to, we have kept April open according to leading ledger, April open according to non-leading ledger. Save it. Next one, field status variant, OBC4.
Ajay, here I have one doubt in posting period variant. The plus indication, it's applicable for all types of accounts types, right? Like customer, vendor, GL, and every types. But even though after we enter the plus, then why we need to enter all the account types detail?
So in real time, what we will do, even though you keep plus opened, you will be opening period on exception basis for selected accounting document types. Let's say you want to post a backdated entry only in the customer account or only
Yes.
in the vendor account, only in the GL account. In such cases, you will keep open plus for the entire period, but you may keep open plus A for only selected period. So system is going to allow your entry only if plus and your account type is maintained, allowed. If plus is maintained, account type is not maintained, it will not allow you to record the entry. If you use plus ADKMS concept. Otherwise, you will have to use only plus.
Oh, if I don't have any restriction, I can use only press.
Only plus.
Okay.
So field status variant, I'll copy standard. Field status for DE00, copy all, save it. I will explain all this configuration in detail, so don't think that we are going too fast. The intention is only to record those entries and then see the financial impact from the system. DE00, I'll put DE00. Next one, let's do document splitting. Financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, document splitting, classify GL accounts, DE00 chart of account. So what we have created account groups we'll have to take. I'll go to OBD4, display mode. Our chart of account was DE00. I'll copy these number ranges what we have updated and I'll put this here. One series I am going to use for assets. So I'm not going to use one series separately for different kind of assets. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use one series commonly for all the assets. All your assets are part of balance sheet account. If I'm separately creating different groups, I will have to select the appropriate category here. So since I'm creating a common accounting number range for all my asset numbers, I am going with balance sheet. And same balance sheet is applicable for your liabilities, which is 2 series. 3 series we are assuming for incomes. Any income is revenue account. 4 series we are going ahead with expenses. Expense is your this one. Now save this. After doing GL account for document splitting, next one, document splitting characteristics for general ledger accounting. In this, make sure profit center is mandatory, zero balance for profit center is maintained. For this, it is not needed if you are not maintaining that account level. Save this. These two are mandatory settings for your document splitting. Save. Go back. Next, activate document splitting. Make sure document splitting is activated, splitting method is 12, inheritance is activated. These 3 points you have to check here. Document splitting is active, splitting method is 12, and inheritance is activated. After this, let me create tax procedure OBYZ procedures, new entry. I'll create a procedure same like my company code. So DE00 tax. I'm not maintaining anything inside this because the system will only check if your country is assigned with a tax procedure or not. And OBBG is where you have to assign your tax procedure to your country. Select India and here I'll put DE00. Save it. And I have to next create my controlling area. To create controlling area, we have to make sure that the Controlling area currency will be your dollar, which is group currency. Group currency, we need to make sure it is dollar. To check that, go to SEC4. This client which we currently logged in is client 800. Look at this client 800. Against client 800, you have to ensure the group currency is US dollar. If this is not dollar, you have to go to change mode and then you need to update this currency. Now, this is maintained. I'll go to OKKP controlling area, new entries. I'll pick my chart of account and fiscal year variant from my company code. For that, I'll click on controlling area is equal to company code. I'll put my company code. So system takes your company name and assignment control. This will be cross company code cost accounting. Currency type will not be company code currency. This has taken this because you selected this option. Now this I am going to use as group currency, which is 30, and this will be dollar. Standard hierarchy for your cost center, I'll take DE00 as of now underscore CC. Yes. Okay, now if you see, currency type has been changed from 10 to 30 and currency is updated from INR to dollar. Your hierarchy is DE00. Sorry, chart of account is DE00. Fiscal year is calendar year Jan to December K4. These two are same that are assigned to all your company codes in your group. Hierarchy, for now I am creating DE00 underscore CC. Next, let me click on assignment. I will assign this to company code DE00. Here you can assign the company code only if it is assigned to your same fiscal year chart of account that your controlling area is using. If there is any deviation, you will not be able to assign your chart of your company code here. Save, activate components, new entries. We are doing from 2023 fiscal year onwards. I want cost center accounting to be active. Rest is not needed as of now. Save it. Next thing, let us create our accounting principles. For that, I'll go to financial accounting global settings, ledgers, parallel accounting, define accounting principles. So let's check if you have IFRS. IFRS is already available, ICA is already available. So I'll be using these two existing accounting principles. Otherwise, we can create our own accounting principle also. Just a new entry and then the description of your choice. Go back. Next, I am going to create ledgers and currency assignments. Define settings for ledgers and currency type. Open this, select leading ledger, go to company code settings. From position, pick your company code DE00. Double click on this. Okay. So fiscal year, whatever is assigned to your company code will reflect here. Posting period, whatever is assigned to your company code will reflect here. Accounting principle, leading ledger, I will be using for IFRS. Okay, currencies, there are two. First, currency type 10, this is coming from your company code setting. Second, currency type 30, this is coming from your controlling area setting in S4HANA. Okay, whatever the currency you assign to your controlling area, that controlling area currency will become group currency or global currency in S4HANA system. And if I come to accounting principle, here also,
Sir, just one question, sir.
go ahead.
Hello. Yes.
Yes,
Here, group currency will appear from client, right?
correct.
SEC4, right?
SEC4, you're right. But here, this currency is global currency. This currency type 30 US dollar is coming from your controlling area. If I
Okay.
change my controlling area currency, this will get automatically updated.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my leading ledger. Next, we need to create one non-leading ledger. So before creating a non-leading ledger, let's check. We assumed we will be creating NL. If NL is available, we have to pick one more code. So somebody is already created NL. Let me check TL. Okay, so I'll make this changes. Okay, I have not mentioned ledger code here. Fine. I will be creating a new non-leading ledger. Whenever you create a non-leading ledger, always remember never copy an existing ledger. If you copy one existing ledger for creation of non-leading ledger, you are doing a mistake. Okay, it is not recommended to copy a ledger while creating a non-leading ledger. If you create by using a copy, if I open this company code settings, here there is only one company code, but if I open other ledgers, there may be different company codes assigned inside your ledger. If you copy from an existing ledger, all the company codes that are assigned to that ledger will be assigned to your non-leading ledger also, which is wrong. So always click on new entries, give your non-leading ledger, I'll say DL, DE00 non-leading ledger. This is not non-leading. I don't want any underlying. I just need description and then the code. Save this ledger. Select this ledger, assign your company code. Company code settings, new entries, DE00. Here we have to assign the ledger relevant, sorry, ledger relevant fiscal year variant. For non-leading ledger, we assumed we will be using April to March. So I'll be selecting April to March. So I'll select this
V3, sir.
V8.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
E3, sir.
Okay. All right. Now next one, this posting period variant DENL is what we have created. Enter accounting principle. Here I'll put ICA, Indian Companies Act, and here also I am going to assign ICA, Indian Companies Act. Go back. And if you see here also you're using two currencies, company code currency plus group currency. Save it. When we are using a group currency, you have to maintain a setting currency conversion, how your group currency will be converted. And here you will find the currency conversion related settings, currency type, global currency conversion setting, currency conversion settings for company code. Open this, enter, add a new entry. Okay, our company code is DA00. We are using third currency, which is your global currency. Currency type is 30. Press enter. Enter. So currency type 30 is your group currency, which is dollar. And this dollar is to be converted from which currency? You have to define in the system whether you want this currency to be converted from existing two currencies, document currency or company code currency. We will be going ahead with company code currency, which means whenever system converts the dollar value, it will always take company code currency as a source and it will pick the exchange rate and then converts into dollar. Select this. Which exchange rate type you want? We will always be using EM, average rate. And which date you want to consider for translation? You will be taking posting date. Enter and then save. This is the configuration we were talking in the last session. How your group currency is maintained. This is fixed and updated as part of configuration. This is that configuration. Save it. Go back. Next one, integration with controlling. Here define document types for controlling, define document type mapping for CO business transaction, check and define default values for posting in controlling. Let me open the third one, or if you want to see, you can see all this. These are standard FI document types will be used even in controlling. Second one, document type mapping variant for CO business transactions. Here we will not be doing anything, just go back. Third one, here you have to update your company code plus the default ledger group assignment. If I go back in D series, do we find our DE00? It is not there. So we have to add our company code here, DE00. Okay, so valid date 01/01/2023 onwards. From this fiscal year, default ledger group is your leading ledger. Save it. And if you see, there are a lot of things that are maintained, but for everything, if you see, there is something called a document type mapping variant. But if you see for our company code, this is missing, DE00. Now, we have not created any variant of our choice. We will be going ahead with standard document type variant, 0001, and then save it. Go back. Define ledger for controlling version. Open this. Here also check if your company code is available. This is not available. Just add a new entry. Controlling area is DE00. In FI, your standard ledger is 0L. In CO, your standard version is 0. Here, did system take 0? No. Go back. If I delete, I have to save it. No. New entries. DE00 version 0 is standard in controlling. 0L is standard ledger in CO. Save this. Okay, so after this, we have to maintain the consistency check of the general ledger. Click on this. Now, here option number 1, you can do Control F. Check if anything is there as an error message for DE00. Number of hits 1. So one error message, profit center accounting is active. This is correct. Only one error message is there related to your profit center accounting. Anybody know the transaction code of this to check specifically for a company code? Anybody is aware of the T code? Now next I'll create profit center accounting setting 0K E5, controlling area DE00, standard hierarchy I'll take DE00 underscore PC, profit center currency type also I will take my group currency or I can take my controlling area currency. I'm taking group currency. Dollar has come. Here from 2023 fiscal year onwards, our controlling area is active. That year is coming from there, and this is not active currently. Click on this, activate. Now next one, let us create one profit center master record, KE51. I'll take DE0001, company code followed by the sequence. Click on master data, valid from fiscal year start date. I'll say Dell laptops, person responsible I'll put A, department I'll leave it, profit center group is the hierarchy, segment I'm not using currently. I'll click on activate. If there is only one company code, if you go to company code, by default this is activated. If you have several company codes, you have to manually come here, make sure only the relevant company code is ticked, remainings are unticked, and then activate this. Let's create second profit center, Dell desktops. Copy, put B, then activate this. Profit center is also created. Let me check the consistency once again. I check D is 00. I'll find no error message. This is just a warning message. Ignore it. If I find again, nothing, no further entries found. So your consistency check is successful. Go back. Now let us create two cost centers. Profit center is created. I'll create KS01. I'll
Sir, your
create
screen is
D
stuck.
stuck.
No, it's
No,
working
sir.
fine.
It okay.
Maybe network issues. Okay, so I'll create a cost center DE00011001, valid from 1st January 2023. Here I'll put admin department laptops. I'll put A, cost center category. I'll pick admin, and hierarchy comes automatically. This is laptop related. I have to assign profit center. So my cost center has a logic. The first 6 digits will represent my profit center. Okay, so this is Dell laptop related cost center. So this is assigned to Dell laptops related profit center. Save it. Similarly, I am going to maintain second cost center, admin department desktops. Copy, person responsible B, same hierarchy. Here it will be 2. This is a desktop related admin department. I am assigning this to desktop.
So
Save
can
it.
we control these fields while creating cost center or profit center? For example, I want to make the user responsible field mandatory. Can we control this?
We can control. We can do it. I'll show that when we are actually creating cost center topic. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, let me create GL masters. I'll go to FS00. Before I create GL master, I must know what are the transactions that I am going to create. These are the transactions. So if I take the transaction list, first is purchases, change company code to DE00. Okay, there is no record. So purchase is your expense. For expense, we are using 4 series. I'll take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, DE00. Account group, I am going to use this as primary to use this as a cost element, and I'll be using this as an expense purchases. Control data, since I've used primary cost element there, I have to select the cost element category here. Expense 01 and sort key I'll take 001. Create bank interest, I'll be taking G001 standard. Save it. Now purchase is now created. Salaries is another expense. Here now I'll switch my company code to DE00. I'll copy from salary. The purchase will be copied to salary. I only need to change the description. Salaries. Save it. Now 2 expenses are created. Next one is your sales. Sales is 3 series. I'll copy from this number. I'll put the number as 3. This will be primary cost revenue. Here I'll put sales. And for sales, this will be 11 revenue. Save it. Any income cost element.
Account group not changes.
Account group, correct. This is your income. Save it. Next one, other income. I'll copy from sales to other income. 3 lakh 1. Other income. Save it. Now all the P&L accounts are created. From the liability side, capital. Capital is your 2 series. So capital is a balance sheet account, and this is liability capital. And for this, everything is fine. Save. What is the next account in balance sheet? Bank loan. Copy this. 1. Bank loans. Save it. Now one more account that we have defined under retained earnings, that also we have to create. There we have put 2000. Take this account, put the name as, this is mandatory to be created, retained earnings. Save it. Next is balance sheet cash account. One series is for your balance sheet cash assets. asset, I'll write cash. Save it. After cash, we have fixed assets. So I'll put this number as fixed assets. We're not creating this as reconciliation account. We are going to pass a manual JV. Save. Now fixed assets, which means all the GL accounts that we need are in place now. Now at what rate we have converted our dollars? 80. Correct? Dollar is converted at 80. Now we are going to record all these transactions, let's say as on today. Now I am going to update this exchange rate OB08. I'll create two records, exchange rate type M, valid from today's date. Copy. Now I have to maintain this as a pair. First I'll put dollar to INR. Second I'll put INR to dollar. Now we assumed that the dollar rate is 80. Always from foreign currency to local currency, maintain this as your direct quotation. 80 will be put from dollar to INR as 80. Whatever is there in the direct quotation will be multiplied, and from INR to dollar, which is your local currency to foreign currency, maintain as indirect quotation. So system will do 1 divided by 80 and then it will multiply with your foreign currency. Enter. Save it. We have other two currencies also here. One is Singapore dollar, the other one is Australian dollar. Now for Singapore dollar, Australian dollar, we have taken a different rate. 60 for Singapore dollar and 55 for Australian dollar. Now this exchange rate also we have to maintain. Another M, copy, same date. Here Singapore dollar to INR and INR to Singapore dollar. For Singapore dollar, the rate we have assumed as 60. Come here, foreign currency to local currency, direct quotation 60, local currency to foreign currency, indirect quotation 60. Enter. Next, third currency that we were using is Australian dollar at 55. I'll maintain two more records, valid from today, and Australian dollar to INR and INR to Australian dollar. This rate is 55. I'll put 55 foreign currency to local currency as direct quotation, 55 as local currency to foreign currency as indirect quotation. Maintain. This is because there is no 1:1 mapping maintained on this date. Save. Save it. Exchange rates are now properly updated. I'll come back. Next thing is to create the transaction. To create the transaction, we have to maintain document number ranges. Let us create all these documents using SA document type. For that, go to OBA7, select SA document type, double click on this. SA document type is using number range 01. Click on number range information, give your company code DE00, intervals 01, fiscal year 2023, number range is year specific, document number range is strictly 10 digits in length. You're not supposed to create 4 digits, 5 digits, even for practice purpose. So I am going to create 101 all zeros and 101 all nines. Save it. Now, next thing, you have to maintain the document numbers for your non-leading ledger. Go to SPRO. I think we already have SPRO opened. Here, if you go to document, you have number ranges, and then you have document types. Here it is document type. Define document type. This is standard leading ledger document type. Second one, define document type in a ledger. This is your non-leading ledger specific. Non-leading ledger, what we've created is DN. Is DN correct? Or DL? Ledger does not exist. This is so small. Stop. Stop transaction. It is close. Not taking. Okay. Let me stop this session from here. SM12. These two let me close. Now I'll reopen it once again. That ledger is not the right one. Global settings, document, document type in a ledger. This is not the correct one. DL is our ledger. Enter non-leading ledger. Normally you have to copy paste all your standard document types here, and number range will be DL. Same ledger will be used as number range. Save. Okay. And here number ranges, I'm not going to update that number range. Let's see. Next thing, any other master record we are missing, or we are good to go?
Don't we need the CO number range?
Yes. We need CO number range. I am going here. What is the T code for CO number range? Anybody remember?
KANK.
KANK.
NK.
D is 00. Enter. Okay, I'll create one group. D is 00. CO ranges, CO number ranges. So one all zeros, and I'll put one all nines. Here also we will have to maintain several number ranges. Why we have to put several number ranges, I will tell. One number range for actual posting, one for planned posting, one for allocations. And coin is verified through this. is 00. Okay. Now this is tagged. Save it. Now, before posting the transaction, let us verify our exchange rates are correctly working or not. For that, EWCT,
The number in
INR,
tolerance.
correct. Tolerance groups are missing, you're right. I'll add it. INR to dollar. And if I give today's date, press enter, exchange rate is 80. To check for sample one record, somewhere we have calculated here, right? If I take this amount as my INR, the dollar should be 10,000. Now here the dollar is 10,000, so your exchange rate is working fine from INR to dollar. Next one, we have to take Singapore dollar, SGD to INR. Other currency pair, Singapore dollar, SGD to INR. Today's date, exchange rate is 48. But what is the exchange rate that we maintained? 60. Let's check. OB08, position, because it is already maintained, SGD INR. Valid from 22 this. Did we not create this?
No, sir, we
EM,
updated in USD dollar.
okay, 74.
Created, sir.
Let's check. INR to SGD. If it is already there, it will give a message. And Singapore dollar to INR. Singapore dollar to INR is 60 and INR to this is 60. Enter, save it. This is not created. So now if I refresh again, let me go back. EWCT, Singapore dollar to INR. Now you are getting 60.
Yes.
Similarly, let's verify for Australian dollar to Australian dollar to INR. This is also not there. Did I not save that setting? I think I have not saved it.
AUD, sir.
AUD is not there. INR. Maybe I maintained for the wrong currency mapping. This is INR. This is how much? We thought 55. Is 55 correct number? AUD to INR is 55. Okay, save it. This is stuck. Check, it got stuck. Let me clean that session and then do it. I think let me log in again. If the sessions are back, I can complete from there. Anyways, I'll close all this. I'll continue this. OB08, new entries. It should be INR to AUD. Next one will be AUD to INR. 55, save it. EWCT, INR to Australian dollar. It is now showing as 55. INR to dollar. Australian dollar is how much? 55. AUD is 55. Now it is updated as 55. Now let us record these transactions. For that, go to F-02, take current date, copy SA, company code is DE00, INR. So first entry will be your capital. I'll put capital here. 40 is debit, your GL account. Capital is your liability. I'll search with 2. I'm going to put 2 all zeros. This is what we have created as capital. And
Sir, sir, is global parameters is not required.
we are now only executing the data entry. We are only testing that. To that extent, we have maintained the config.
Okay, yeah, because in that exchange rate differences checkbox will be there, right? That's why.
Right. Now we have not created anything as open item, so it is not relevant.
Okay, sir.
So here cost center is coming as mandatory. For balance sheet, we do not need. So we have assigned G001 everywhere. So I'll open field status DE00, field status groups G001, account assignments. This is required. I'll make it optional. Save it.
So tolerance is also remaining.
Yeah. What is the GL tolerance? User tolerance. Let's maintain only the tolerance of users. DE00, all lines. I'll put all lines. Okay, save it. Now F-02, capital, sorry, capital account will be debit, sorry, credit. I'll take your capital account, and capital account value is 8 lakh. Profit center, let's say everything in one profit center as of now, DE0001, and this will be capital. Now after giving this, what you do, you can click on more data. If you click on more data, you will see the group currency amount which is converted by the system, 10,000. Is this correct according to our calculation? Dollar.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now we have given a credit, let's give a debit. Debit we have given to cash account. So I'll take cash account, 1, all zeros. Star to bring the same amount, capital. Now if you see, I'm not giving any profit center here. I'll go to document, simulate, and if you go to document, simulate general ledger, here you will find profit center is filled up for cash account also, even though we left it blank. This is coming based on your active document splitting. Now this is your local currency. If I switch to third one, we assumed that every document will have 3 currencies. These are your 3 currencies: local currency, document currency, group currency. Let me switch to dollar. In dollars, this is 10,000. If I go to ledger, if I open, it is updating 2 ledgers, your leading ledger, non-leading ledger. What you see now is in the leading ledger. And now let me simulate non-leading ledger. If I bring this a little down, in the non-leading ledger, it is taking posting period as 1, which is wrong. Okay, let me take the leading ledger. Leading ledger, it is taking posting period as 4, which means the fiscal year that we have assigned in our ledgers are wrong. We have assigned ulta. Okay, so ignore this for now. Now in one ledger, you are able to see posting period as 4. On the other ledger, you are able to see posting period as 1. Correct? One according to leading, the other one according to non-leading. April to March, Jan to December, properly system is giving you the appropriate posting periods. Let me go back and post this entry. So document is posted. Now let us post second entry, purchase account, debit, cash account, credit. Now this is INR. I'll post second entry on today. Purchase account is 4 series. Purchase value is 6 lakhs. Same profit center. And credit, cash account. Cash account is your 1 series. $1,001 star, then dot. I am going to save it directly because we have seen the first entry, profit center is updated, ledger, non-leading ledger is updated, periods are updated. Now third one, cash to sales.
Sir, this is fiscal year January to December, sir.
Yes, in the ledger
Period is
assignment
4 is there.
we have assigned reverse. For
Okay.
leading ledger, we assigned reverse. So that is why it is taking 4.
For reports, no problem. Sir,
No. This company code we have only created to see this transaction figures. So that is why I'm not changing the config
okay.
again.
Okay.
Okay. So next one is the sales. Cash account debit, sales account credit. For sales, profit center and 50. Sales is your 3 series. Profit center dot save it. Next one, salaries. Salaries to this one. 4. Salaries is 40,000. Expense, so you need cost center. Salaries paid by cash, star, this one, save it. Next one, other income, this is in Singapore dollar. So make sure you put document currency as Singapore dollar. Correct? So here cash account cash account debit, Singapore dollar I am going to give as 80,000. When I give Singapore dollar 80,000, system is giving me 4.8. This number is my INR. Is this coming correct?
Yes.
48,000,000 and the equivalent dollar is 60,000. If I go to more data, I will find this as 60,000. Now, are all these numbers correct according to our calculations?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Now, here this is your cash, so profit center, and credit your other income, star, and then I'll put star, profit center, this one, save it. Next is your fixed assets, INR transaction. For fixed assets, it will be 1001, 12,000, profit center, and credit will be cash account 1 lakh. Same amount, profit center dot save it. Now last one is your AUD transaction, cash to bank loan. Change this to AUD cash. AUD value is 35,000. Profit center dot. AUD has given 1925,000. You got 1925,000 INR, and the dollar is 24065.5. Go to more data, 24062.5. Clear? Now 50 is your bank loan. Bank loan is 2 all zeros 1. Star, profit center, text, save it. Now all the entries have been posted. It's time to verify your financial figures. Now let us first check the trial balance in SAP. To check the trial balance in SAP, we have to open S underscore PL0 underscore 86000030. Come to this screen. Give your currency type as 10. You want to see the trial balance in company code currency, in short local currency. Put your company code DE00 and come down. In leading ledger, currently what happened, system had taken April to March for leading ledger. According to April to March, our leading ledger postings went to period number 4 or period number 1.
1, sir.
No, we've assigned reverse.
Period number 4.
1. Okay, now let me select object list. Because we did a mistake there, we assigned wrong fiscal year variance to our ledgers. I'll execute this. So there is nothing in the leading ledger period 1 because we assigned April to March. Sorry, yeah, we assigned April to March. No, correct only we assigned, no? Period number 4.
For non-leading ledgers, we assigned April to March.
Yeah, we are correct only. And we
Yeah.
got confused. We are right. Now, according to leading ledger, Jan to December, we posted entries in April. April falls under period number 4. So now you are able to see the data here in your trial balance. These are your account balances in local currency. Is your TB becoming 0? This is your account name. This is your account balance. Period April, this one. Clear? The total of accumulated balance, is this becoming 0 or not? If this becomes 0, your entries are correct. This is your trial balance. Go
Yes,
back.
sir.
Now I will check my PNL first. To check PNL, please go on mute if you are not talking. For PNL, I will be giving my expense and income related range. 3 series to 4 series. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my PNL number range. 3 series to 4 series is your profit and loss account. In your trial balance, if you give only PNL account number range and then execute, you will get profit loss figure. The balancing figure, whatever you get, is a profit loss. What is the value here? 4860, negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative, sir.
So minus
Negative.
sign on SAP is always on the right side. Okay, 4860 negative. In your PNL, your profit is 4860 in INR.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is 4860. On SAP, you are able to see profit as 4860. We are
Yes.
seeing PNL from trial balance because we did not configure financial statement version. Once we define financial statement version, you can see actual PNL format. But that is not a showstopper. You can still verify your financial result from trial balance. Clear? We got the same profit from our Excel sheet.
Yes, sir.
Now I will see the same thing in dollars. Dollar is currency type 30. I'll execute. Dollar profit is 60,750. Your dollar profit is 60,750. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Now let me show you the balance sheet figures. For balance sheet, first I will check all the assets. My assets are 1 series. So I'll take the account number range from 1. Only assets I have to check, only liabilities I have to check, not together. I'll tell you why we should not check this together from the trial balance. Asset series, 1 series I have given. I'll execute in INR first. The asset value is 75,85,000. If I go to my balance sheet, 75,85,000.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll go to dollars. I'll check my dollar asset value. My dollars is 94,812.50, 94,812.50. Correct?
Yes, sir.
I put 2 decimals. 94,812.50. Now if I show you the same thing on the liabilities, you will find a slight difference that you have to understand why. This 2. Dollar value in liability is showing 34062.50, but here it is 98. But this is showing only the extent of GL account postings. Right? Your trial balance will not be displaying your retained earnings balance because that's a
Yes.
real-time updated balance, which will be updated only in your financial statement version or balance sheet. Clear?
Yeah.
When you check this, you will get the difference to the extent of your retained earnings account when you're checking from the trial balance. Am I clear?
Yes.
Because that number is a real-time number. There is no manual posting to it. Whenever you post a transaction, that value is keep on changing.
Yes.
Now, is this clear? The number that you have seen from your
Yes.
Excel sheet to SAP?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Did you find any variation from this? Whatever we did on the Excel sheet, are you able to see it? The same number,
Yes.
exchange
Yes, sir.
rate, currencies. This is what you have to do as your first exercise. And if you are able to do this, if you are able to bring the same number, whatever you imagined, you can take any number of your choice. Don't search in Google sample project and all, not needed. This is how any company works. Assume that you have some 20 transactions, put 20 transactions, take different currencies, assume different exchange rates, maintain everything in SAP, do a company code creation, maintain only the baseline config to the extent of GL posting, then record the transactions, execute the reports, verify the report numbers from your manual calculations. Don't test if you are able to post a document without any error or not. Test if you are able to post a document with all the parameters that you wanted. Check if you are able to see this exact number what you have calculated manually. Any doubt on this, what we have done now? Is this difficult? How long we took? Hardly 1 hour?
Yes, sir.
1.5 hours. Within one and a
Yes.
half hour, you are able to create a company code. You are able to post a document exactly the way you will be posting in a real environment.
Yes.
Once you complete this, after this, whatever you do is very simple, is very straightforward, because you do not have to come back to your basics again and again. It's a one-time setting. Any document that you post should accept all the parameters that are accepted, that are used in a real environment. After this, any topic that you take, you are going to discuss, we are going to do only to the extent of that topic concept, because you are already thorough at these settings. Automatically things should strike your mind.
Yes.
Clear? Any confusions
No.
on this?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, let me
Sir,
stop this.
sir, after ledger concept will be explained, right?